for it, covering a whole lot of ground. Viva Chaleur just got, I think, further back than they sort of wished he had have been last time out.
Yeah, good ride here from Brenton Abdullah on the rail here with Side Supreme, but he's 1 for 1 on the surface, and he is by more than ready, so he's a horse really well bred for the surface. You can see him coming really strongly late and managing to just get up on the post. So this was over 1650. He steps up to the 1800 metres. The way he finished off, you think it'd be ideal for him.
He was able to knock them off there. And here we've got Happydear, Thesis, Carrying, Radiance, Ariel, Pochettino. Thesis coming into this. Paul, he's got barrier 5. He was a little worse in midfield, held up as well. And when he finally got clear, he closed off nicely. But, gee, he's been a bit of a frustration, I think, for Connections.
Yeah, look, this is a second start in Class 4, so he's really come down. He did bring some good form from the UK, so maybe he's finally found his mark, Thesis, and you can see him finishing up really strongly. A nice run. Happydear, the favourite. He was just beaten on the post. He wasn't far away there.
We're coming up on the 5th at Shot-In, and my top selection is number 12, Happydear. A number of runners in this race that merit considerable chances drew terrible barrier draws. Number 12, Happydear, though, does not. He gets in light on weight, and he'll break from barrier 3. His last 2 races have been pretty sharp. He's shown a lot of early speed, which I think will suit him well in this spot. I think he gets out early and could potentially lead them a very long way, while some of his other rivals struggle to work out a trip. Behind that one, let's go with number 3, Reliable Prophet in second, number 7, Sight Supreme in third, and number 5, Viva Chaleur in fourth. 12, 3, 7, and 5 for me in the upcoming 5th at Shot-In.
It's 8.7 in the market. I didn't mind Fantastic Fun here, Paul. The angle I was coming from Fantastic Fun with is he finished well last time out behind Johannes Brahms, who looks to be one of the leading chances heading towards the 4-year-old series, but he's taking a drop in grade here. He's got barrier 1. He's got an American dirt pedigree through and through, and he's only had 1 trial on the all-weather, and he ran second in that back in November, and he was a 1,600-metre winner in Australia.
Yeah, so look, there are definitely some positives about him. And Casper found Andrea Zini teaming up, and there is support for him. He's at 8.5, 2.9, along with Thesis, who's at 8.7 and 2.8. So there is a bit of support for both those two.
Let's start, Jenny, with Management Folks. You know where you're at the start with him. You're on the back foot because he normally misses it, but he wasn't beaten too far in a blanket finish, making his dirt debut.
Yeah, look, he needs a bit of loosening up, this horse. He quite often does. He's got a beautiful shine to his coat. And he's a strong-bodied type. He's sensible, bandaged on his bumpers, but walking out okay behind. It's just in front. So, for me, place only.
And he's at 43 and 9.5, so he's a decent each-way price. Is number 10 at Management Folks. And there he is on screen. Prefer him in Happy Valley, actually. He does run his best races at the Valley. Now, Ariel, he's got pace. Ariel is likely to go forward. He's got the apprentice claim as well. Barrier 2 for the 6th, Jenny.
He didn't have a great deal of luck last time when he was caught wide. The horse is apparently put on 22 pounds, scales say, to look at. Though he holds that weight rather well. He's very strong in the chest and shoulder, bandaged in front. Often looks good and does again here this afternoon. But only won the 1 of 32, so he's been disappointing on that front. But I can't see anything wrong with him. He's nice and relaxed. He's in good condition.
He's impossible to catch on a win line as Ariel. 3 in the field is Reliable Prophet. His winning run came to an end last start to Jenny, and he's got another bad barrier draw here again.
Yeah, and 132 pounds, so he's probably going to be a bit vulnerable again. However, he presents well. He's a really fit-looking horse, and he's nicely behaved. He does appear to be walking out freely enough. I can't find anything wrong with him, so he does front up well.
And he's currently at 12 and 3.5, so double figure profit. He's won 3 in a row, and then he was wide last time, and unfortunately for him, he's drawn the outside gate once again as number 3, Reliable Prophet. Fantastic Fun is the next one. Now, he's the downgrader. He's by Justify, this horse, Andrea Zini from Barrier 1.
Yeah, so he's been clipped out, this horse. He's got a bit of size about him. He's an athletic-looking type, and he's got a good nature. Does look fit enough to run a decent race, relatively in their market as well. Worth consideration, and of course the American pedigree could really help too. So, I think he presents nicely.
Fantastic fun at 8.7 into 2.9. We'll see if that price holds up. He's on a 3 for a place line, in fact. Thesis now, Ginny, a tad worse in midfield. He struck some trouble in the early part of the straight last time out. Is he getting closer to a win, I wonder?
Well, he's a beefy type of horse. He's always very strong and solid and looks like he needs a run. But, it's all relative. Huge hindquarters, big shoulder chest on him, and carries that weight around the midsection. So that's just him. He's eager and keen with his handlers. And fitness isn't an issue because he's had a number of runs already this campaign. He just looks like he often needs a run, but that's not the case. So I think he looks good for him.
Yeah, he did arrive on a rating of 75. He's now down to 59. Here's number 4, Can't Go Wrong. He finally won another race, Jenny, that was well spaced between. He'd been consistent in between, but his all-weather record's not very good.
Yeah, look, he hadn't had a great deal of luck here and there either, so it was nice to see him get that win on the board. The all-weather surface, 4 goes on it for no results at this stage of his career. He's really relaxed. He often parades quite well. He's bandaged on those hind legs. He looks nice and fit, continues to walk out freely, holds his condition, so he's well.
We go to Viva Chaleur, and he's 0 from 20, Jenny, but ran well again last time out. Probably got too far back, I thought, on that effort last start.
Yeah, look, he's been placed off a rating of 76 on the all-weather, so off 55 here, he looks like he could be a chance in a race like this. Bandaged on all 4 legs. He's quite a lean-looking character. He's a lightly framed type, weighs in 1,079 pounds, but he's got a good way about him. He's very quiet, and he does look quite healthy in his coat. So I wouldn't want to see any more weight come off him, I've got to say.
We've seen the 6, so now we're going to move on to the 7, which is Side Supreme. He's a last start winner, 1 for 1 on the surface.
He looks in good order. He's fronted up well. He is neatly put together. He's a very fit-looking horse, 1,102 pounds, and he's put on 18 pounds, and that's a positive, not a negative for this guy. So he parades well. I'll consider him.
Billionaire Secret a bit keen, held up last time out, beaten 7 lengths in the end. He hasn't been going well this season, Billionaire Secret.
No, he hasn't. He's bandaged in front, and he also requires a little bit of a loosen up in that area, although it's more a bit of a pronounced knee action from him. But winter in his coat, pretty calm and relaxed, plain enough horse, but fit. So I won't rule him out.
He's at 36 and 8.4, so he's a decent each way price. I made this horse a long shot, Jenny, which is number 9, Pochettino. He's over 50 to 1. Look, the reason being, I thought he'd come on for the last run because he did miss one, and I've liked his trials on the surface.
Yeah, look, he was wide when he was fresh going into that last race, so I can see where you're coming from, and he's definitely got some ability, this horse. He looks nice and fit going into this. He's quite healthy looking in his coat, bandaged on those hind legs. In front, he probably requires just a little loosen up. Everything else about him is good.
It's Pochettino, who's at 55 to 1 and 13s for a place. As we roll on to Harker Radiance now, who's number 11. Zach Purton sticking with this horse again, Jenny, and he is putting up £1 over here, but I've been with him a few times. He's been a bit costly now, this horse. He's 0 from 14.
Now, I don't think he had too many excuses last time he stepped out either, so gate 13 is probably going to make it tough, but you do have our leading jockey on board to try and offset that. The horse is strong. He's got a little bit of size about him. He looks nice and fit. He also looks quite healthy, and his behaviour is pretty good. So he's there on a place line for me.
And he's currently at 9.1 and 2. Oh, sorry, he's at 3.3. He's the favourite. There's Happydearhappydeer.
Harker Radiance.
Oh, Harker Radiance, sorry, it was. We've seen Happydearhappydeer. We're on to Strongest Boy. Got there in the end. That was Zach Purton's mount we just saw. A big price for him, Jenny, over 70 to 1.
Yeah, look, I was querying him just a little bit behind, but he is sweating up a touch behind as well. Throwing the head, just slightly warm and just fit. I think he looks okay. I think he probably needs it a little bit easier, though. Gate 12 won't help his cause, so I'm happy enough to go with some others.
Kingly, Demeanor, Jenny, Keith Young, Tony Cruz.
Really strong-bodied horse, 1,177 pounds is what he weighs in at. But he's a bit bossy as well with his handler. He's got huge hindquarters, really nice, healthy-looking coat on him, but he has been on his toes pretty much right throughout the parade, so that was just a tiny bit off-putting. But I do like his strength.
And there's Happy Dear. Did you see him before he left?
I did. Now, look, he's well in the market, this horse, and also trained by Tony Cruz. So they're the complete opposites as far as types go, the 12 and the 14. Happy Dear, is just a really lightly framed horse. He carries no excess condition, so he's a very fit horse going into it. But overall strength is not great, I suppose, but he's fit enough.
That's Happy Dear, who's at 3.3 and 1.5, the race favourite. As we build up to race number 5 on the program here, the Polong Cook Cup. It's over the 1,800 metres Class 4. Paul, the market.
Yeah, it's wide open, this race, with fantastic fun, 8.7, 8.8 Thesis, reliable profit 11, 20 Kango Wong, 7.7 Viva Chaleur, 31 Ariel, Side Supreme 6.5, 34 Billionaire Secret, 55 Pochettino, 41 Management Folks, 9 Haka Radiance, 3.3 the favourite Happy Dear, Strongest Boy 71 and Kingly Demeanor, he's a 20-1 chance.
Market suggesting, Judy, there's plenty of chances in this race.
Yeah, and it's a bit like that as far as the parade goes as well. I'm going to side with the 3 horse here, Reliable Profit. Now, he's going to need a lot to go his way from gate 14. That does concern me. He's also got to carry 132 pounds, but I thought he presented really nicely, and he has done on each occasion from the Danny Shum yard. So they're doing a good job with him as far as appearance goes. He goes on top of number 7, Sight Supreme. He looks as fit as he can be. I'm really pleased to see he's put on 18 pounds. He definitely looks better for that weight gain. There he is on screen there. Nicely behaved in the parade. Looks healthy. The 1, Fantastic Fun. He's a nice horse. Probably haven't seen the best of him just at this stage, but lovely relaxed horse. Has got that American breeding, so that could hold him in good stead here. And from gate 1, he may well get himself a really good run. And of the rest, number 6, Ariel, from the David Hayes yard, gets a claim for Alice Wong here, and he's nicely drawn in gate number 2. Just a strong, relaxed type of horse. Unfortunately, he's only won the 1 race, but he's had 8 seconds, so it's probably more a place chance than a winning chance. But on looks, he gets in. 3, 7, 1 and 6.
3, 7, 1 and 6 for Jenny, with number 3, Reliable Profit at 10-1 coming out on the top. But you're with the fave here, Mark.
Sure am. Tom thought he got his opportunity here. Happy Dear. 3.4, 1.6. Draws nicely down in barrier number 3. Placed from the inside gate behind Never Peter Out last time. And Never Peter Out's in really good form since switching across to the inside track. So 12 on top. Happy Dear to beat the 2 Thesis. Did improve between his first 2 runs, some 5 lengths, and expect him to further improve in this race. Does carry pretty high weight once again, but was going the right way. He's at 9 and 2.8. 3 is in for third, Reliable Profit. Has Tough Trip written everywhere in recent form, but he's been good enough to overcome it. That's largely due to the fact that he just can't draw a gate. He's had 13s and 10s. He won from barrier 1 3 starts ago, and he did draw well. He's out in 14 here, but he's just going too well to leave out. And number 11, Haka Radiance at 9 and 2.7. Blinkers go back on Zach Pert and Danny Shum with this long run to the first turn. That will help him out as he goes to the 1,800 for the first time on the all-weather. 12, 2, 3 and 1, Paul, for race number 5.
Went rough in this race. I've gone number 9, Pochettino. Look, he's always trials well on the surface. He's by Highland Real. He dropped out last start, but he was wide all the way and run for 2 months because there was a little bit of a break there for him. Now here over 1,800 metres. He's out of a tail of the cat mare, so there is dirt pedigree. And at 47 and 12s, happy to go each way on the 9. So he's on top to beat Thesis. Really good run from him. He's a decent price as well. He's 8-1. The 7 Side Supreme, really good run from him on the surface. He's 1 for 1 on it, steps up to 1,800 metres. And then the favourite, Happy Dear. I thought he had every chance last time. We'll put him in on a minor line. 9, 2, 7, 12.
I'm also with one here that's out of a tail of the cat mare. Fantastic Fun, but he's at 8.5 and 2.8 here. He's holding his price at the moment for Casper Founds and Andrea Razzini. Obviously, he was well back. He stayed on pretty strongly, I thought, behind Johannes Brahms at over 70-1. Last start. He's not actually been that far away in all of his runs here. He's trialled well on this service, and he's up to a trip of 1,800 metres. He was a 1,600 metre winner in Australia prior to arriving the son of Justify with the American breeding. So Fantastic Fun to beat Viva Chaleur. Just got too far back last start. 7's in the third. Sight Suprema last start winner. A good win up the fence it was too. And Thesis goes in on just a minor line, 1-5-7-2.
I've gone the 1 as well. Fantastic Fun. I think he's interesting here. Kept on nicely over the 7 furlongs last time, stepping up in trip. Did manage to win over a mile when trained in Australia. So he certainly looks like he could be certainly of interest here. First time on the all-weather by Justify, of course, here, and dropping in great. The 12 in for second. That's Happydearhappydeer. Last couple have been better on this surface, so another bold run. Wouldn't shock from a good draw lightweight. The 11, that is Harker Radiance. He goes in for third here. I thought it was an interesting booking with Zach going on board once again. Blinkers are reapplied. He's yet to win in 14, but he's probably saved his best for the all-weather, it's fair to say, here in Hong Kong. And the 7, that is Sight Supreme. Got the win last time out. Goes up £5. Trip first time for him here. Brenton Abdullah will be on board. 1, 12, 11 and 7, Jenny.
I've gone with the 3. I thought he proved really nicely. Reliable Profit. Unfortunately, he's drawn gate 14, but he's holding his form really quite well. Had to do it quite tough from gate 10 last time. So I think he can run well again, providing he gets some luck. I thought number 7, Sight Supreme, looked in good order too. There he is on screen, nice and relaxed behind the gates there. Put on 18 pounds, definitely looks better for that weight gain as well. Another one that's going to need a really good ride from Brenton Abdullah. He did do that on him last time when he was able to win, so gate 11 for him here. The 1, Fantastic Fun, gate 1 for him, so he's likely to get himself a really nice run. He looks in good order. I like his attitude, really relaxed type of horse, looks very fit. And the 6, Ariel, has paraded well once again. He does do that on a regular basis. Put on 22 pounds, but carries that weight rather well with claim from gate 2. Perhaps he can run a bit of a race here. 3, 7, 1 and 6.
Thank you, Jenny. There's a bit of greenery starting to filter through on the board here. Paul, where's it going?
The one you like, actually, Tom, has been really well back now. He's into 2.1 a place. Also Reliable Profit, the one top of the paddock as well. That's been well back, 9.1 and 2.4. Happydear holding his price, so at 3.5. So there is Quinella's going through the 1. There's also Quinella's going through one of the leaders, Kingly Demeanor, down the bottom. He's at 20 and 5.6. And a lot going through Ariel, another one of the leaders. So punters are looking at the leaders as far as the exotic is concerned. The play 1, 2, 6. So your long shot with Thesis at a big price, and also the one I like at 50 to 1. 1, 2 and 9.
Okay, all yours, Mark, for the 5th, the Polong Cook Cup.
Thank you, Tom. Kingly Demeanor goes in. The line is now set. 1,800 metres for the first of 2. On the all-weather this afternoon at Sha Tin, favourite the 12. 3.6 the price. Oh, one's got down at the gates here. Barrier number 10. That will be Can't Go Wong. No, it's barrier 9. Can't Go Wong was throwing the head around, but it's the horse drawn next to him. It's Kingly Demeanor, who they've backed out. He's at 19 and 5.1. In the meantime, Fantastic Fun, Reliable Profit, and Ariel all green on a win and place. Dr. James Mizzy, quick look over. Deputy Flagman Paul Fitzgerald with the green flag up there, so they'll move him back in. Now, Reliable Profit and Ariel have gone brown. Kingly Demeanor's gone green. Happydear remains the favourite. They've backed out Thesis too. He's at 12 and 3.9. Going to swing him around and put him back in again, Thesis. So very short delay with him. And here's Kingly Demeanor coming forward again. Vetted and past fit. Big go, Reliable Profit into 5.9 and 2.1. And now second pick in the market. Take 2 for race 5. Moves are plenty in the betting. Moves are plenty at the start because the gates are back. Management folks missed it by 3, but that's pretty normal for him. Ariel began fast, as did Pochettino. Fantastic Fun. Kingly Demeanor's going up wider from his draw, and then came Thesis and Happydear is down on the inside. From Harker Radiance and Viva Chaleur as one off. Billionaire Secret to his inside from Sight Supreme, and then came Strongest Boy Can't Go Wong. Reliable Profit taken back to second last from the 14, and last of all is Management Folks. The leader is Ariel, and the pace is not fast. Pochettino's one away second, Kingly Demeanor third, and Happydear is fourth on the inside. Next is Fantastic Fun from Thesis, 3 wide with cover. Sight Supreme's on the rail, and then came Billionaire Secret, Harker Radiance, 3 wide with cover also. From Strongest Boy, Can't Go Wong, Viva Chaleur, 3 up around them. 2 lengths to Management Folks and also Reliable Profit, the Greys, the tail enders. Ariel leads at a very comfortable speed, and with 800 to go, he's out by a length. Pochettino's running second, Kingly Demeanor wide, and Happydear's had the second best run in the race. That's after the run the leaders had. Fantastic Fun pushed along next from Sight Supreme, wide a Thesis, and then came Billionaire Secret from Strongest Boy. Harker Radiance, Can't Go Wong. Viva Chaleur is next from Reliable Profit, Last a Turn and Ridden Long Management Folks. Ariel is the leader though, and with just over 300 to go. Happy Dear pops the pocket. 2 lengths away is Sight Supreme going past Pochettino. Kingly Demeanor, Thesis wider out from Harker Radiance. Ariel is still in front, 3/4 over Happy Dear. Sight Supreme one away third. Ariel still in front, 3/4 over Happy Dear, and Ellis Wong steals it from the van. Ariel beat home Happy Dear and Sight Supreme. Then came Reliable Profit running on from Thesis. Next in is Strongest Boy Management Folks, and then came Kingly Demeanor, Harker Radiance, Fantastic Fun, Pochettino, Can't Go Wong, Billionaire Secret, and Viva Chaleur. Ariel, Brown Lamped, 12 and 3.7, double for David Hayes, and Ellis Wong has stolen that. 12 Happy Dear. 2 a play second, and Sight Supreme number 7 at 2.7 third. No prizes for the fact that the first 3 home were all against the rail. The time will be interesting, but Ariel, just his second win at start number 33, crossed, and Ellis has rated him to a nicety. 3's run 4th, Reliable Profit. He's been a very good run with the slow tempo to come from last. 148.71, they're outside standard. Really nice front running ride this. The gates are back. Management Folks missed it by 3, but that's pretty normal for him. Ariel began fast, as did Pochettino. Fantastic Fun. Kingly Demeanor's going up wider from his draw, and then came Thesis and Happy Dear is down on the inside. From Harker Radiance and Viva Chaleur as one off.